Hello Leo, Turquoise Tarot here with your reading for September 2017. I hope you're all doing well. I have a couple quick announcements before I get started. One announcement is I'm offering a special on my private readings. So as of right now, if you request a 20-minute one-question reading, it's $20. If you're interested, I have information in the information box below this video. So please come check me out. My website's there and my email address. Also, just so you have an idea of how my readings work, what happens is you email me your questions and I respond to you with a video reading. It's a private video reading and it's yours to keep, so you can watch it as many times as you want. And if you have any questions after viewing the reading, you're always welcome to email me and ask me follow-up questions, and I'll be happy to answer what I can for you, okay? The second announcement that I have is I've been noticing, and I think all of us have, that the energy for the month of September has been a little crazy, right? I mean, there's a lot going on, not only in our personal lives, but in the world. So I decided that this month I was going to pull a couple extra cards for you out of this deck. This is, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a tarot deck, it's more of motivational quote kind of deck. But I've had these cards for a long time, and they've been with me through thick and thin, and I've used them myself when I've gone through something challenging. So, like I said, I'm just going to be pulling a couple cards out of that deck at the end of the reading for you. And that's it. That's all I have to say. All the announcements, I like to get them out of the way so I can focus on the reading. Because once I get started, that's it. So, the first reading we're doing is a general reading to see what general messages are coming up for you for this month in September. And then the two following readings are going to be love readings, one for singles and then lastly for couples. Okay? So just give me a couple moments here. I'm going to shuffle, focus on the energy, Leo energy for the month, and we'll see what messages are coming through. I feel like this month you have a lot of energy. Like either you're very, very busy, or you just have a lot going on, or you just have a lot of energy and you're looking to, I don't know, use it somehow. Maybe join a sport, take up a physical activity. We have the Two of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Hermit, Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the Tower, Seven of Rods, Queen of Swords, King of Wands. Ooh. Bottom of the deck, overall energy is the Emperor. I knew this. You guys are like standing your ground about something this month with somebody. This is where this energy, this fire is coming from. You're putting this person in their place this month. That's how I feel. You're dealing with either someone who is a air sign, so we're dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel like we're battling it out, like we're getting face to face, like we're facing off. I don't know, it's weird. I see the two of you here at the bottom facing off. You know? You're facing off with this person because you're the King of Wands. You're battling it out, eye to eye. And I don't know why yet. Maybe the cards will tell me. You're finding out a truth. I feel like you're finding out a truth about this person. I feel like this person did something. I want to say they spoke negatively of you to a group of people. This can be in a work environment, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I just feel like there's a situation here where they've kind of opened their mouths and said maybe more than they should have, or they overspoke, or they're gossiping, you know, that whatever they're saying, it isn't true. And that you're finding out this month that this person is doing this. I think that you're standing up for yourself this month, and I think it's a shock. You know, it's a shock when you hear what this person said or what this person did. I feel like you're really reflecting on this. Like you're really looking at, if you look at the spread, the Hermit is shining his light and his focus is on the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, and of course beneath these two is the Queen of Swords. So I feel like, you know, you're, I want to say shocked or surprised that this person would do this, or you're surprised to learn that they would do this to you because it was not somebody you expected. You know, it was unexpected either way. I think that you're defending a decision that you've made to keep something or to hold on to something, and somebody's gossiping about it. And you're going toe-to-toe with this person this month, and you're going to tell them what's up, because you're also coming up as the Emperor here. Now, the Emperor is in control of his domain. You know, he controls his house. He controls the rules, he makes the rules, he breaks the rules if he wants to, but usually he doesn't. You know, if he makes the rule, he keeps the rule, and he makes sure everybody else is doing it too. So when the Emperor comes up as you, this is about you taking control of your life, taking control of your boundaries, taking control of your territory. And you feel like somebody's embarked on your territory. And now you're looking at the situation like, wait a minute. That is not okay with me. And we are going to deal with it this month. We are going to deal with it toe-to-toe, head-to-head. I'm coming to you, and I'm going to ask you what you said. I'm going to ask you what you did, and you're going to own up to it. You're going to fess up to it and clear my name. This is my reputation on the line. I want to keep it. And it's kind of like you don't have a right to talk about me when these are my decisions, this is my life, and I'm going to do things my way. Regardless of how you feel about it, you don't have a right to talk about me. You don't have a right to say what you've said or do what you've done. That's how I feel. Let me take these Gypsy Oracle cards and see if we can get more clarity on this. This person's got you fired up. Have to say that. But they're not going to win this. You're determined. And as the Emperor, you're the ruler. You make the rules. I'm just saying, I think you're going to put this person in their place. Really. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles in the center. That's the first card I need to look at. Energy is crazy. Somebody you trusted. This is somebody that you trusted. Somebody, maybe a partner, maybe a romantic partner that you trust. It doesn't have to be. It just can be someone that you trust. It's a friend. Someone you thought was loyal to you. And you know what? I'm kind of feeling like for some of you, this isn't even someone you're necessarily close to, but it's someone that you thought was like a good person. And not that they're not a good person. How can I say this? It's more like you just didn't expect this person to act this way or behave this way because you saw something sweet and innocent about them, maybe. You didn't think they were capable of what they did or what they said about you. Okay? This is ending those ties with that person. But yeah, Again, we have the Thought card, and then we have the Hermit up here. This is like, wow, I really wasn't seeing this coming. And now you're really thinking about it. This person has you thinking for some reason. Like, wow, did not see it going that way, you know? I want to look at the Ace of Swords at the top. So the Ace of Swords is about truth coming to light. It's about cutting BS, cutting ties where they need to be cut. This is also about a hard-earned victory. It's something that we've worked hard to achieve. The opposing sides of the sword represent like a bittersweet victory, right? Because it's something that we have to sacrifice in order for something to be gained. Out of this Ace of Swords, with these three cards, we have joyfulness, hope, and child. So, in a way, whatever this is, when it comes to light, it's like it gives you an opportunity to clear the energy, clear the air, and I feel like in your own way, you feel like, you know, you're clearing your name. And it's a fresh start for you. And let me look at the Seven of Rods at the bottom. So again, the Seven of Rods, it talks about defending yourself, defending your stance, defending your decisions, standing true in your convictions. You can see this man has the upper hand because he's on higher ground, higher elevation than the wands that he's being attacked with, okay? So he has the advantage. But it is ultimately about you standing your ground. Now we have the Consolation, Consistency, and Reunion card. I'm kind of feeling like, I want to say, is this somebody in your life that is just kind of toxic? And possibly this is the month in where they do something that finally it's like enough is enough, and this person's like, I gotta set boundaries. I gotta either cut this person out completely, or I gotta set those boundaries. This person has to know that this is not okay, right? I feel like for some of you too, this is about maybe you reunited with a partner or a love, and there's somebody around you that's not too happy or keen about it, and they may be gossiping. Something like that. And you're having to defend this relationship. Let me look at the Tower. Oh, the Tower on top of the Tower. Shit. Love. Waiting. This is talking about jealousy. Okay. So for some of you, this is about you. This is how it is. Either you or somebody you know got back into a relationship or made a choice to give somebody, I want to say, a second chance in love. Now there's someone around you who's not happy with your decision, or you're the one not happy with someone's decision. Now there's talk going on, okay, about this relationship, about should this person be with this person, and there's gossip. But I think when the gossip comes to light, it sheds some clarity for you on the situation. Maybe you see things for what they really are, and you see things a little bit differently because there's information you weren't aware of that comes to light. But whatever it is, you know what action you're going to take, you know what you're going to do to handle the situation, and you're going to handle it. But I think this has something to do with jealousy and love. We have the misfortune card, the love card, and then the waiting card, which the waiting card can signify jealousy, usually signifies jealousy. Is somebody talking to an ex? Somebody been thinking about an ex, maybe? You find out that there's this talk, maybe it's not gossip, but it's talk, and you realize they're talking. Oh, now we're going toe to toe. We're going to talk, we're going to get this settled right now. You're not going to treat me that way. That's a possibility. You know, this can play out in many different ways. It is a general reading, but you go into toe to toe with somebody, calling them out on something, and clearing your name about something. Okay? So, dear Leos, let's go ahead and look at what's coming in regarding love. By the way, whatever this is, you're going to be successful in doing what you intend to do. You know? I just feel you're very fired up. And when somebody gets you that fired up, there's no turning back. You know? You're going to handle business. And I'm not saying that, you know, you're going to be emotionally, like, torn up about it. I think that, more than anything, you're angry, you know? Angry. And you're going to take care of business before you decide to handle your emotions about it. I mean, maybe later on you'll feel upset about it more so. But right now, this month, I just kind of feel like this anger, like, we're going to handle this. Okay, so single Leos, what's coming in for single Leos for the month of September? Single Leos for the month of September 2017. All right. First card we have is the Eight of Rods. We then have the Three of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the Tower, the Four of Cups, Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, overall energy is going to be the Page of Swords. Let me move this over a little bit. So, single Leos, let's see what's going on here. I want to say for some of you, you're kind of involved in like a love triangle a little bit. I mean, you're not really committed to anybody per se, but you're maybe interested in someone who's in a relationship, or you're interested in someone, but you know that they're talking to somebody else too. So I feel like in this month, you're deciding to end that. The word that comes to mind is contract. It feels more like a contract than anything else. It doesn't feel loving. It doesn't feel even romantic or sexual passion, or I don't know, that kind of fire is missing from this relationship anyway. I think this is something that maybe you've been doing for some time with somebody, off and on, and now it's just like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. It's boring. I don't even like you anymore. I mean, it's just like, I don't even know why I'm continuing to do this. Let's just end it now. For others of you, you may be finding out through communication, via social media, or through a friend, that your love interest is actually interested in somebody else and pursuing somebody else. And I think that's going to be kind of heartbreaking for you this month. I think in the beginning of the month, there may be hope. I think you're getting some type of positive news that, oh, this person's newly single, or somehow maybe you get the impression that they have similar feelings for you, or that they might be interested. But you quickly find out that there's actually a third party here. There's actually somebody else that he's already offered his love to. And I feel like this can be an earth sign, the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. But this can also be an air sign. That would be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay, that you're dealing with. These are the two energies, that other energies besides yourself that you're dealing with, is basically earth and air. I think at this point in the game, a lot of you are looking for something stable, something grounded, and you want somebody mature. You want somebody who is able to handle a relationship, you know? I mean, a relationship is work, and I think you're acknowledging that it is work. See that with the the Queen of Pentacles here. You see that it is work. I mean, but whatever this communication is that you're getting, it's like, I want to say in the beginning or even the middle of the month, where it's like, oh, this person's actually off limits, okay? Because they're not, you know, they're interested in somebody else. I want to look at the Three of Swords here at the top. Drink of water here. I think that you really thought there was a potential here for something serious to grow. We have money, servant, and house on the Three of Swords. I think you really thought there was potential here for something more substantial. Especially because there was some news in the beginning of the month that made you think, oh, you know what? I mean, there's something here. Maybe I can pursue this. Let me look at the Eight of Wands. Reunion, melancholy, and thought. See? You thought there was a potential here, maybe for a reunion with the next partner, or maybe you know, like I said, you're talking to somebody, but they may be talking to somebody too. You think they're going to choose you, but come to find out they've already chosen somebody else. When you realize this, that the melancholy sets in, okay, and that's where we see the Three of Swords coming up. Let me look at the Tower. And I feel like for some of you, when this happens, it's like, yeah, you feel kind of down about it, but it's not the end of the world, per se, you know. Again, we have melancholy here, too, with the Four of Cups. I just don't feel like you're very happy with many options that are out there, and maybe you're kind of settling in this. But I think later on, down the line, you may get an offer from somebody else that's much more worth your while. Let's look at the Tower. Yeah, you're hearing that they're committed to somebody else now. Despair on the Tower. Wedding and Thief Thief represents, I mean, this could be like you feel like this other person stole this potential partner from you, okay? But it can also just say, hey, there's a negative change about this relationship. I think you're, again, finding out they committed elsewhere. I want to look at the Four of Cups here. So in the Four of Cups, we have Room, which talks about secrets and intimacy, okay, things that we want, things that we kind of keep to ourselves. Merchant, contract, agreements, negotiations that we make with ourselves or with others. And then the Old Woman. These three cards coming up on the Four of Cups, it kind of feels like ooh, I just saw the most amazing butterfly. I'm sorry. The most amazing butterfly was just flying around right outside my window, and I think that's a sign for you. I just caught that right when I was going to talk about these cards. Transformation. And I think that's what these three cards are talking about. It's talking about not being happy with your options, not looking at what is coming in for you. The cards are telling you something beautiful is coming in for you, you just don't see it right now. You're so focused on what has been past relationships and what they've been, past disappointments. They just haven't been up to par. They haven't been what you needed. Okay? These three cards are talking about what you secretly, intimately desire most in a relationship, in a real committed relationship. These are things that you're pondering now. I think there's been some growth and some maturity that has taken place in you. And I think once you realize that this person's off the market, per se, you think you're making an agreement with yourself that you're not going to pursue love at this time. I think you're kind of saying, you know what, there's really nothing out there. I don't know. Apparently that's what he wanted, so, or that's what she wanted, and whatever. But either love is coming in for you when you least expect it, or you're going to find somebody worth offering that cup to. Let me look at the Knight of Cups. Gift, haughtiness, and conversation. There is somebody that will be approaching you for, making a romantic offer or gesture. This is a beautiful gift. This person, whomever this is that is coming in for you later on, is someone that you can be yourself around. You can feel like, you can just be yourself. You can be comfortable with this person. Conversation's easy with this person, and I feel like this person may be approaching you, and it's going to be after this kind of heartache with this situation, but that's okay. I mean, you had something, whether you realize it now or not, there was something valuable to learn out of this situation that preps you for the right relationship coming in. It's just a matter of willingly letting go of this person and letting them do their thing. Okay? That's what I have for you, Leos, single Leos. Love is there, love is coming in, love is on your doorstep, but you got to close the door on some old stuff first. There's somebody you're kind of pining over, there's somebody that you still have hurt feelings over, or there's somebody that is in a relationship, or they are talking to somebody else. You deserve more than that. You deserve somebody's full attention. And somebody coming in for you will give you that. Not this one. Okay? So let's look at what's going on for my coupled Leos. Love messages. Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Very interesting already. Ooh, the Sun. Ooh, Two of Cups, beautiful. The World. The High Priestess. Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, Five of Cups. Okay, and bottom of the deck, overall energy for the reading is the Four of Wands. You know, guys, I have to say, this is such a beautiful reading, and the only card that really sucks and sticks out in this reading is the Five of Cups at the end here. Sorry, I'm so hot, and I've been doing readings all day, so my voice and my throat are dry, so I apologize. Let me see what's going on here. I feel like you and your partner are talking about moving. I think you're talking about moving across country, or you're talking about moving, I don't know, it's a distance. I don't feel it's going to be near water, though. I feel like it's going to be like in the mountains, or some of you are talking about moving somewhere more deserty. I do see greenery, though, so I think it's somewhere kind of hilly, mountainy, maybe somewhere like a forest, but I don't know. Plains, I see plains, like fields. So I think some of you are talking about moving to suburbs or moving to the country, which is interesting. And it's like, we can get a bigger house, we can get a bigger home, we can do this and that in the country. Or in another state, maybe, where the cost of living isn't so high, or another country. Anyway, I think this is an exciting time where you and your partner are making some big plans for your future, you know? And you're talking about what motivates you, what's inspiring you, what changes you want to make. And you're communicating with your partner about this, and I think that there is open, honest communication about this, and you're both really excited about this, okay? There's a lot of passion this month in your relationship. You and your partner may be traveling. I see some travel, just like even vacationing in the month of September. I want to say overseas. You're talking about something overseas or near water, or you're talking about a big trip of some kind. And you're both in sync with this. You're both on board. You're both like, yeah, we're going to do this. This is going to be great. And you're comparing, you know, all your ideas. And you have a plan. Like, you have a plan. You're set to go. Now, the World card in the center, this is about victory. This is about achieving what you set out to do with your partner. So I do think you guys are going to be victorious in doing that. I see a lot of fun, and I think this is also a month where maybe you're attending a wedding, or you are hearing about a birth, or something worth celebrating, okay? Maybe there's even, for some of you, reuniting with family because of a wedding, okay? I'm getting, for some of you, you're hearing that you're pregnant. or you're taking a pregnancy test and it's positive. So now you and your partner are making big plans for your future, which congratulations if that is you. I want to pull some cards and look at both the High Priestess and the Five of Cups here, because I feel like in all this grand planning and scheming for your future, there's so much positivity, there's so many good things coming in your way. You are getting what you want, you are achieving your goals, and it's going to feel like a big, like destiny, you know, like destiny has just stepped in and blessed you for all the hard times that you've dealt with. You know what I mean? It's like it's all coming in, it's coming full circle to you. But there is a part of it where there's almost like there's something that you don't see, or something that is under the surface. Maybe because you're thinking so grandly, there's little details that are being missed, and something in the process gets lost. And I'm not sure what that is yet. We can look at the cards to see. But this Five of Cups also serves as a reminder that, look behind you, there is still something left. I'm going to go ahead and start with these Gypsy Oracle cards, because I want to really look at these two cards and see what other messages may be coming through with those. It's kind of interesting. High Priestess. What is going on with the High Priestess? And I want to say too, whatever this is coming to light for you to deal with, okay? I don't know if I've said that yet, but it is. Maybe you're learning that somebody had a secret, and now it's coming to light. I have to say though, I don't know, I just don't feel like this is your partner doing this, but it's affecting your relationship somehow. Like, it's not your partner that has a secret. It's more like a friend, or I want to say a relative, or somebody close by you that has a secret that gets revealed in September, and it kind of brings you some sadness. You're learning. I think maybe you know there's a secret. You suspect there's a secret. You know, you suspect, but it's not spoken. So you go and research. You go and look for it. This card, the Room, talks about secrets as well, right? So secrets on secrets. So you go digging. You do some research. And you find what you're looking for. Okay? So whatever it is, it comes to light, it comes to the surface to be dealt with. Now, again, I know this sounds crazy, but I don't feel like it's your partner that's lying to you. I feel like it's somebody else lying to you. Or not lying to you, per se, but this from whatever's hidden that's coming to light. It's not your partner doing it. It's somebody else. It's interesting that it comes up in your love reading, because it's somehow impacting your love life. So maybe it's like you're finding something out through somebody else about your partner, but I don't think it's, I don't know, I just don't, let me look at the Five of Cups. I shouldn't say any more until I look at the Five of Cups, seriously. Okay, so maybe it's something to do with money. Maybe somebody's hiding money. Maybe someone's stashing it away and hiding it for a rainy day. I kind of feel like maybe something's coming to light about your partner hiding money, or you hiding money from your partner, and you're upset that they have found out about this. Because honestly, I think with these two cards coming up at the bottom, like, again, I don't see it as like, oh, it's cheating, or it's, you know, something big that's going to break your relationship. I just think it's something like, under the surface, there's something that's being missed. Like, maybe as an example, let's just use an example. Let's say that your partner gets a big bonus at work and they say, oh, let's go on a nice vacation or something, you know, or hey, let's redecorate the house, you know. This is a good time for you and your partner to reconnect, to do a project together or something. Because I see you planning for your future. I see you making big plans. So you're all a go about this, but then towards the middle to the end of the month, something comes to light, and maybe you see that your partner, instead of saving that money that the two of you have been saving to remodel the house, they've been spending a little here and there. Maybe $500 and went on something, and you were supposed to have, like, you know, I don't know, you know, $2,000 in the bank, and you realize there's $1,500. Where's that $500? Where did it go? Well, they may have spent it on something, you know. That's how this can play out. Or your partner may be fibbing about how much they're spending on a wedding or on a big type of event that they're going to be like planning for. I want to say it's like a baby shower or a family reunion or a wedding. There's some type of event that both of you are excited about. This is a project maybe you're working on. This is just another example. And money's just being spent frivolously. Let me look at the two, hold on. Let me look at, let me look at the sun. Communication from someone. We're having a yeah, it's coming to light. That's what this Sun card's all about. It's coming to light. What was secrets now coming to light. We're getting communication with somebody we know. It's a serious conversation, because usually when this conversation card comes up, it's not like an informal whatever. This is a real conversation that we're having with somebody. Okay, it's like we need to have a talk about this. And it may cause some sadness for you. Maybe you can't spend as much as you wanted to on your house remodel, or maybe you're realizing that whatever this is that came to light, you lost something, but you still have something here. So, for instance, let's say you can't afford to now do the travertine floors, but you know what? Let's look at this kind of flooring instead. It's cheaper. It's a more inexpensive way to go about it, and it looks just as nice, but you're still upset because you're not getting exactly what you want, Leo, because I feel like, you know, this month, again, you're making big plans, you're making big changes. It doesn't have to be about a house per se, but there's something here where it's like, damn, I can't do exactly what I want because my partner kind of lied to me and didn't give me the upfront, you know, the whole situation or whatever. Again, I don't see it as being something that, you know, necessarily it's like the end of a relationship, but it's just something that's like, you know, annoying. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Leo. Like I said, I'm going to draw some of these cards, the 4 agreements. I draw about 3. And we'll see what the last few messages are for you for this month. Your cards are flying out. Okay. So let me just, I'll read these to you. The first card that you got says, don't take anything personally, but embrace your freedom. You gain a huge amount of freedom when you take nothing personally. No spell can affect you, regardless of how strong it may be. And if you live without fear, and if you love, you will be happy with your life. This second card popped out for you. It says, always do your best. Don't overdo. Always do your best, but don't overdo it. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. Finally, we have don't make assumptions and eliminate gossip. This is a big one, probably playing in with the first reading. Making assumptions is a setup for suffering because usually we gossip about our assumptions. We make assumptions and believe we are right, then we defend our assumptions to try to make others wrong. So just remember that when you're dealing with someone who's gossiping and going toe-to-toe with you, it's just because they want to defend their assumptions, and you're going to show them they can't. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Thank you for watching. Just so you know, I'm thinking about doing bi-weekly readings at some point here. I'm not quite sure when. They won't be nearly as long as these ones have been. But I will keep you posted about whether or not that will be something I'm doing in the future. Again, if you're interested in a private reading, please feel free to reach out to me. My information will be below the video. And I wish you guys a wonderful month. God bless. Bye.